Well, howdy, and I am back for part two of my St. Lenny's Immaculate collaboration, Belgian style double rye IPA collaboration of Schmaltz Brewing and Cathedral Square out of St. Louis. So, yeah, I kind of wanted to do. I poured the snifter full, but I kind of wanted to do a second video, kind of finish it to see how this beer evolved. Up front, the aromas are just. Oh, the aromas are breathtaking. You get a lot of, wow, just amazing. You do get the rye for sure. Get a little raisin, little fig going on. And that IPA, you got that IPA goodness mixed with that rye on the palate to just give you that right amount of spiciness. It is just gorgeous. I am a huge fan of rye, and the Lenny's Bittersweet is one of my absolute favorite beers of all time, especially going into the fall. It's not a beer I really usually drink in the spring and summer because, well, I mean, it's big, man. It's big. It's bold. It's in your face. You know, but I love that beer during the fall and winter. It's just so big and so tasty and satisfying. It just makes you feel good all over, man. But when I saw this in the stores, I thought, man, the idea of making Lenny's into a Belgian-style double rye IPA, I thought, oh man, that is just pure genius, and it is. This beer is, well, I mean, wow. You like rye and IPAs. I don't know why you wouldn't like. If you're a beer lover of any kind, I'm not sure why you wouldn't like this beer. There is nothing wrong with it at all. The flavors, the flavors are big, man. So if you're not a fan of big and bold, this may not be your thing. But it is just put together beautifully. Mm. Kind of medium body, probably a beer more suited for the fall. I'd say spring or fall, and it will work in the winter. I don't know if it would be a summer beer. It depends on what you like. It's certainly not a session beer of any kind at 10%. I mean, you could drink it slow and session it, I suppose. But yeah, that's what I would generally equate fall, or I generally equate summer beers to lighter ABV beers that you could drink plenty of because you usually want to have tend to drink more quantities in the summer, I guess. During the fall and winter, you could take a bottle like this with just 10% and just kind of sip it through the evening, and that's what I would do with it. I mean, it's a 22-ounce bottle, so for me, it's probably a beer that I would drink slowly, probably over about a 2-hour period. Now, I get a lot of people drink faster than a beer whisperer. That's cool, but this for me at 10%, a 22-ounce bottle is it's more or less two beers, right close at two 12-ounce beers. So again, for me, it's probably one that I would just pour in a snifter. It'd be my fireplace beer, right? It'd be the end of the evening. I'd sip it from about 8 to 10, just relax and look back on my day, man, with a beautiful beer. Oh, wow! I don't even know what else to say about this thing. It's absolutely gorgeous. I do like it's funny. I kind of go back and forth with Hebrew Schmaltz. There's some I really like and some don't do a lot for me. It seems their regular line really doesn't do much for me, to be honest with you. But all their big stuff, like the Lenny's RIPA, this one here, I tend to really like their anniversary beers. I try to buy every year. I actually have last year's out in my cellar. I don't really have a cellar, but I've kind of stored out back here. Keeping it dry and cool, man. That I bought last. Anyway, I bought when it came out, but I hadn't had a chance to drink it. By the time I did get a chance to drink it, it was already summer, so I'm going to hang on to it. But I do tend to like their larger stuff like this. This is wow. If you're a fan of the Belgian style IPA, if you love rye, and if you're a beer lover at all, I don't know why you wouldn't like this beer. It's huge, it's in your face, and it is incredibly tasty. Wow, it's a great beer. It's definitely a buy again for the beer whisperer. Oh.